Oh my God. Turn around this way. Let it down a little bit. Turn around this way. Hey fam, it's your girl Miss Diva Tracker. I'm coming to you today. I am in Biloxi, Mississippi. We left out this morning from St. Simon all the way over to Biloxi. Let me tell y'all something. I gotta come and talk to y'all. Hey, highway exec. I gotta come and highway exec. Once if I get my own authority, right? If I get my own authority and run under my own authority, um, can I start back training? Like, can I train my drivers if I want to? How long do you have to be established with your own authority until you can train? And when I get covered under insurance, do I need to let them know that I will have students on board, or how much experience do they have to have with the insurance? Will they let me cover my students if I choose to train under my own authority? People with, can I train them with permits, or do I have to have licenses with them? Good afternoon. Uh-uh, you can, and your insurance company will tell you who they will cover. So I can get people that have their license, and the insurance company will tell me who they will cover. Um, will it be extra on my insurance, or if they have a CDL and they're good, like what if they don't have any experience? Will it be extra on my insurance, or will it be the same? Is it different? Okay, let's see. From what state? I think I'm gonna register my business and everything. It depends. Okay, thank you. Um, I think I'm gonna register in Mississippi. So I'm trying to weigh my options to see if hey, watch out or whatever that word up. Y'all, I'm so tired. Um, I took I worked so hard throughout the year, and one of my favorite things to do is to be able to take my entire family out to like an Airbnb, or hey Josh, how are you? To Airbnb so they can enjoy themselves. And it was only supposed to be my mom, my son, and one of my nephews. It ended up being another three more of my nephews that went. Y'all, let me tell y'all, the camera crew had came in um the day I got to Mississippi. Insurance companies have underwriters who will write the policy, so it's been to tell an insurance broker. Okay. Um, I got in last Thursday, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. The film crew was already here, so they came in a day early and interviewed my mom and talked to my mom. I kind of felt bad about it because, like in front of her whole street is like tore up, y'all. In front of my mom's house, in front of the street, it looks like a war zone. So it's like Quaver Street is the last street in downtown Biloxi, one of the last streets that they fixed. And it's just so depressing to come home and see all that chaos that you can't even get down the street. And I'm like imagining, how in the world is she being able to get out to her doctor's appointments and all that kind of stuff with all that debris? And it must be bad on her health because all of that dust and everything like that they have tore up the roads. And it's just ridiculous. If you see it, y'all will see it when they get ready to do the documentary. You will see where my mom lives. And at first I was like, I don't want that filmed. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, no, this is my life. This is what I deal with. And this is what I go through. And, we all human. And these are the things that happen. A lot of people don't think that I go in it through anything or struggle with anything, but I actually do. Um, so they came in and interviewed my mom the day that I got here. Let me see. You have a question, holidays, Timmer. I have a question. Uh, I had my class A, and I started with CR England, and um, I only have 2 months under my belt, and that was back in 2003. Okay, do you if you still have your license, all you have to do, you will be considered what is called a refresher. So you have your license, you automatically go out with a trainer. You don't have to go through any school or anything like that. You just automatically go with a trainer to start training if you already have your license, okay? You just a licensed driver without any experience. So that's what you will do. Now, the people that I send the company that I send my people that have a license with no experience, if they've been out of the industry for a long time, is going to be CFI. CFI is one of the better companies out there that really treats their drivers well. Like I've sent over maybe anywhere between 10 drivers over there, and I have not had a complaint. I have one driver that it has all that's almost been there for a year. Okay, so um the, I've not had a lot of complaints. Every time I talk to my drivers about their experience with CFI, it's like they're a good company. The orientation was great. They said it was night and day from some of the other companies that they've been through. Now they do not do leasing over there, okay? So you can't like lease. I don't think you can lease your truck. It's just company. Um, but those that's where I send my people that have license without experience. Also send them if they went to like a private company and got their license. I will send them to CFI for their training because I think they will have a better experience there. How much experience do you have to have? You don't have to have any experience to go to CFI. If they have a school there, but I can't hire for their school, okay? They only allow me to hire for people that already have their license. So I can only hire for them. Miss Hammer, what about FFE and KLLM? FFE and KLM, these are some great starter companies. FFE is more like terminal to terminal. And if you live in New Jersey, FFE will probably be a better fit for you. FFE does some like LTL stuff, but it's good for FFE for teams because they will run California to New Jersey and it's just dropping hooks. You just go to terminal. You can get on one of those accounts and you'll be good, you know. KLLM, that's where I was. I enjoyed KLLM. And the reason why I did that is because KLLM, CFI, they have a terminal right there in Memphis, but they have terminals all over the place. And then I think after a couple of months or something, they do require you to get your hazmat. So you want to work on that with CFI. But they are one of my better companies. Also, but with KLLM, the good thing about KLLM, if they're in like a structured program, so it's kind of hard to really like mess up. They know if you done been off and you need these miles or whatever to make your truck payment and all that kind of stuff. Um, they really like kind of babysit you, so you're not really like out there on your own. They call you an independent contractor, but they it's structured over there. You're just not out there all willy-nilly. The best account to be on at KLLM, in my opinion, is going to be the Tyson account. I always tell you all, if you go over there, go on a Tyson account. That's where you're going to get your miles. That's where they run you. That's where it's good for teams to go over there, because you're going to get paid the highest pay on empty and loaded. Okay, I haven't been over there in a while, so I don't know all the accounts that they have, but when I was there, the best paying account would be Tyson dedicated. And one thing about Tyson really treats their drivers like A1. Like if you're on a Tyson dedicated account, you can go into Tyson and use their facilities. You can go in and do all these different things because they take care of their Tyson dedicated drivers. Okay, but you're a little bit different because they don't allow you just to take off if you're an independent contractor. They do have some requirements to be on that count. But if you want to run and make sure that you get your miles and things like that, that's going to be on Tyson dedicated. They need chicken year round. Okay. But yeah, CFI is one of my better companies, and I don't have a lot of complaints from Swift. When I send people to Swift, I don't get too many. The biggest complaint that I get from Swift is not enough. They feel like it's not enough instructors. Now, that's not at the main terminals. That's mostly at the satellite terminals, like the Atlanta terminals, things like that, like Memphis, Atlanta, all those places, they have waiting lists. So they don't have a lot of. How long is CFI train? They just they just um, changed their training requirements, so they upped it, and I want to say it's like, don't quote me because they just trained it. I mean, they just changed it. What I'm going to do for anybody that's interested in CFI, I just got Jarvis. I put 3 people over there within the last couple of weeks. So I got Jarvis Carr. He's going to start doing YouTube videos for you all if you're interested in CFI. He went through their program. He started at CR England. He went through CFI training program, and he should be upgraded by now and on his own. So maybe we can do a one-on-one live feed so he can give you some information about CFI, how they train, what their money is, what your checks are looking like. You want to get that information from somebody who actually is doing it, like actually is at the company, actually receiving the checks. I'm going to give you basic numbers on their start pay. I'm gonna give you the miles. I will give you, what they have as openings as far as regional or whatever the case may be. But as far as breaking down a paycheck, I'm not able to do that for you at KLLM CFI. I can just give you a rough estimate. Okay. Getting back in the, yeah, Jose, and call me. I can get you back in the industry um, with no problem. Let's see. What's your question, James? Anything that has to do with getting in the industry, whether you have a felony, whether you have your license and been out the industry for a while, whether you're thinking about getting in the industry, whatever your questions are as far as getting started, where to start, what you need to do, I'm your person to answer that question, okay? I will tell you how to get your permit, how to do your DOT physical. Let's see, I'm not driving, but I have my license and all endorsements for over a year because of my husband is a driver, but local with Hub Group in Memphis, Tennessee. We have 3 kids in school, age 10, 8, and 3. Any advice? Yes. What I would do, Talisa, is I would go ahead and get the first part about when you have kids at home is being away from those kids to get your initial start, right? Because what I would do if you live in Memphis, Tennessee, I would go to Swift, okay? Because Swift is right there in Memphis, and you can go home every day and still take care of your kids and look after your kids. Now, the problem is going to occur when you have to go out for your 3 to 4 week training, right? So, set yourself up for that. You know you're going to have to go out for training. Sometimes, rarely, they can get you a trainer that is on a dedicated account and maybe is, regional or whatever the case may be, but don't plan on that. Plan on being away for about 3 to 4 weeks. Now, what you want to do is you want to ask them, if I got kids, right? You got 10, 8, 2. If I got kids, your main focus is maybe getting your license and getting back home to your kids, right? So I would ask them, I would say, look, I'm prepared to go out for my training. I know I have to do that. But after that, is there any possibility that I will be able to get on a dedicated account, like a Walmart account, like a Target account, like one of those accounts that will either get you home every week or somewhere locally? You're in Memphis, Tennessee, so there's a lot of local jobs in Memphis. That's one thing you don't have to worry about. And when you go with these big companies, mega carriers, as they say, the benefit of going with a mega carrier is if you're not willing to run OTR, over the road, 48 states, you want to go to a big company that has a lot of dedicated smaller accounts that they handle and take care of, so you don't have to worry about doing that. There's plenty of people that just get their experience and go out to a dedicated, like a Walmart, a Target. You have Hershey in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, so you can go from, what they usually do is go out 250 miles and come back 250 miles. So you're home every night. But look at that. Before you go to school, ask them. Say, will I be able to get maybe a little dedicated account when I come in? Don't sign up with a OTR company if that's all they have, okay? Because you're going to be stuck there trying to do OTR for a year, and you want to be home or be home at least weekly with your kids. That's not going to work, okay? But ask those questions ahead of time, and then you'll be better prepared, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. That's why I say, when y'all ask what's the best school, it just depends on what's the best situation for you. If you want to go home, then you have to pick a school that is close to you, okay? Let's see. But I'm getting ready to get back in the truck, you all. And it's been long and exhausting. The film crew followed me from my mom's house all the way to, that's my nephew. Y'all, my nephew made some cakes and pies and banana pudding and all this kind of stuff. It was key lime cake. It was amazing. And I told him that he needs to have his own cookbook. He needs to have his own. It was just amazing. It was a lot on me to go and do all of this for my family, but to see the smile on their face and to see how much they really enjoyed it and everything like that, it was well worth it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Y'all, I'm starting to have, my mama gave me some lidocaine because I'm starting to have pain in my shoulder, like in this part of my area of my shoulder. It hurts and I can hardly turn my neck. So it's like, I don't know if I pulled something or whatever the case may be, stress or whatever the case may be. But I checked in a hotel tonight just to get me some alone time and be by myself. I picked up Ripley from the Puppy Paradise. Y'all, his bill was $240. $240 for 4 days. They gave him a bath and everything, make sure that he was clean. Our Shine went up there one day and walked him and make sure that he was all right. But he really enjoyed himself, and I really loved him interacting with the other dogs and all that kind of stuff. They actually put him on their Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. So it was just truly an enjoyable experience to be able to sit in you in the wrong business. What you mean? I was like, You think so? I don't know. I thought it was going to go away. I thought I was like having a stroke at one time, and I was like, it's like pains over here, and they was like, no, because a stroke, you'll have numbness, and it's on your left hand side, but on this side, it's like all up in here. It's all up in here. It's like hurting. So she gave me some aspirin or something, but and just to see the smile on my mom's face was just truly a blessing, you know, to be able to do that for her, because all she does every day is to just sit in the house, wait on her aide to come, and that's it. Get her bath, get up for the day, and all that kind of stuff. So it was exciting for her to be able. I didn't know how we was going to make that long trip. Y'all should have seen me trying to put a wheelchair in the back and a walker and an oxygen tank and all that kind of stuff, and deal with 4 kids. It was a mess. And then, you know, whenever she had to go to the bathroom, I had to pull all that stuff out to get her to go to the so she could stop and go to the bathroom on a 7 hour drive. I'm exhausted, but we checked out the place today, and them kids was just so excited. They was just so excited. Um, to be able to be there, to see their cousins for the first time. And the reason why I do that is because that's what my dad did for us when we was little. We wouldn't know who the other side of my family is if my dad didn't take us to Brunswick, Georgia every year, didn't take us to South Carolina every year to make sure that we knew who our kin people were. So it's very important that my brothers and my sisters, we get our kids together to make sure they know who their cousins are, you know. And everybody just got along and just had a good time. The food, oh my God, it was so much food. And I got a chance to see the ship that turned over. It's a ship in St. Simon that had 4,000 Hyundai trucks, okay? 4,000 Hyundai trucks. And I mean, automobiles. And the whole ship turned over right out there on the island. And the cars are still on the boat, okay? Don't forget, I shared my story with y'all. Y'all, Truckers News picked up my story and they did an interview with me. And I just shared, you know, my personal experience of my hard times at getting in the industry, being on food stamps, losing my tax business. You know, I just kind of opened up because at this stage in my life, it's like, you know, we all make mistakes. We all have our struggles. We all have our ups and downs and things like that. But it's about your comeback and it's about what you do from there. That's why I work my behind off, because I got to, you know, and I want to let people know that, you know, you may have some you may have setbacks. You may have things that have happened to you. You may be a convicted felon. You may be, you know, somebody that was a victim of domestic violence. Whatever the case may be that has happened in your life, I hope sharing my story and telling you the things that I've been through will help you and benefit you, to let you know not to give up and just to keep pushing. Is it going to be easy? No. There's plenty of times I sat in the bathroom and just cried because I didn't know what to do. But I do want to let you know that if you keep pushing and you stop and you don't let nobody stop you, okay? Don't let anybody tell you that you can't pick yourself up and get back on your feet, okay? Don't let nobody keep you down, no matter what they say about you. Don't stop doing what you want to do. You can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, as long as you put your mind to it, okay? And that's what I'm trying. And to be able to be in Truckers News and Overdrive magazine. And I remember the lady asking me, she said, did you ever think that you would be sitting at a table with the FMCSA? And I said, not in a million years. So it doesn't matter what your circumstance was before. It's about when people call me, y'all call me and say, Miss Tamara, I got a felony. Miss Tamara, I did this. Miss Tamara, I did that. I'm not concerned about your past and what you did before. I'm concerned about you making a conscious effort to change your life and want to do better now. Okay, that's my only concern. And if I get that commitment for you, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that you get your foot in the door. I don't care how many times we get turned down. I don't care. And I'm like, and I be beating on they doing like, okay, if he can't come right now, when can he come? Give me a date. It ain't forever. So if you know you got 5 years probation or whatever the case may be, okay, let's try this school. Let's try that school. Let's try this person. Let's try that person. We just gonna keep knocking on the door until somebody eventually opens it and give us a chance. That's what we're gonna do. And that's how you make a change. Because I'm not focusing on everybody that could just come out here and just, get a CDL all willy and nilly and they ain't got no problems and all that kind of stuff. No, that ain't my focus. My focus are on the people that they have got the door shut down in their face. They've been told, no, I can't help you. They've been told you can't go to school. They've been told, all different kinds of stuff. These are the people that I try to have my niche and my focus on, because those are the ones that everybody else want to hang up on. Those are the ones that be like, if they can't get you in school right away, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. I got right now, y'all. It was so amazing that yesterday I was enjoying my family and all this kind of stuff, and at the and all of a sudden I got a phone call from these people, from these women at school, and they're sitting up there and they're like, Miss Tamara, we don't know what to do. We only get one more chance before we can pass the test, or they gonna send us home. I said, I got you. So they went and they gave the phone to each person, each female that was up there that was struggling or not to get that they're thinking that they're not getting their license. I say, long as y'all don't give up, I got you. Okay. Each one of them made a commitment that they will not stop until they get their license. These women are sitting up there at the school during the Thanksgiving holiday, not even with their family, not even getting paid, not even nothing. So they making the sacrifice and the commitment. And they saying, Tamara, Miss Tamara, we got one more chance. If we don't pass this by tomorrow, they're getting a bus ticket home. What do we do? I will have them a ticket waiting on them if they do not pass tomorrow. Because as long as you don't give up, I got you somewhere to go. Three of them sitting up there right now. Two of them I just got off the phone with tonight. So it's like people like that. A lot of people, when they're stuck at these schools, people don't tell them that all they have to do is keep going. You can go to another school. That ain't the only school in the world. There's hundreds of schools out here. Don't let one school stop you from achieving your goal. That's what we want to try to prevent. We have so many people getting in this industry and they are being turned around, sent back home, not being able to accomplish their goal because they may have missed a offset or missed a backing or missed whatever. Long as if I can get this, anybody can get this. Okay, if I can do it, anybody can do it, because it just takes time, and we don't all learn at the same time. Is it money in car hauling as an owner? Yeah, it's good money in car hauling, but that's a lot of hard work. You got to check out King Devon's channel. I think he's doing a car hauling right now. So he's telling y'all his experience with car hauling, and it's not easy. It's hard. But if you're willing to do it, baby, go for it. Go right ahead for it. Um, But what else I was going to tell you? Oh, the film crew followed me all the way to Brunswick, Mississippi. Brunswick, Georgia. Y'all, I'm so glad that they came with me because I needed somewhere to put some kids. Child, we was loaded down in the car and I didn't have um, room for everybody. So I put three kids in the car with them to ride to Brunswick. They stopped in Jacksonville the night before, and then they came up to the house the next day. We was filming in Winn-Dixie. People didn't even know what was going on. We just walk in there. See, the thing when you're filming, you just walk around normal. You know, if nobody say nothing to you, you don't say nothing to nobody, right? But if they say something, then you'll explain, what you're doing or whatever the case may be. Now, if somebody's filming and they happen to get, what they usually do is they try not to get other people in the camera because anybody that they put on film with me, or I don't care if they just walking by or whatever the case may be, anybody that is on camera has to sign a release saying that they could be on camera. So we went up and went Dixie, and they just kind of focused just around what I was doing because if they catch anybody in the thing, they have to get them to sign a release. So a lot of times, like when you're filming or after you're filming or whatever the case, they did that at Volvo when we was doing Volvo, when we was out on the cruise. Cuba, you have assistants, people that walk around with just papers and they call release forms. So you have to sign that in order if somebody accidentally videotape you. If they don't sign it, they just have to blur you out. So, but they left. She hated to leave. They left the day before Thanksgiving, and that was it. But I got a chance to see my brother. Let me see. The school I'm going to is horrible. 20 days and can't even drive or do the maneuvers. If I can't pass and get a job, I have to pay back $4,500 grant. I've only done it twice. Why do you? A grant is something that you don't have to pay back if it's a grant. Is it a loan or a grant? Because a grant you don't pay back. That's something from the government. Do they make you sign a contract saying that if you don't pass, that you have to pay it back? That's my room service, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get the door. I'll be right back. Here I come. Uh-oh. Do I have y'all? Okay. Hello. How you doing? All right, and then. What about this side right here? Yes, ma'am. Is gratuity included? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. No problem. You too. Here's my food has arrived. Let me see. Oh, there's my chocolate cake. Uh-oh. I got a steak. Y'all see that? Got a little steak. Let me see. There's my steak. It looks pretty good, huh? But how much was my total? Child, room service is high. Y'all see that bill? Room service is high. How much is it? What's that? $60 for some food. I just didn't feel like going downstairs to eat. I'm so tired. But I didn't get my training. I didn't get my training for brokering. I gotta do that. I gotta go back to work. Back to the grind, back to the struggle, back to the hustle. I gotta go back to work. So Other than that, I just want to come in and talk to you for a minute, check in with you, let you know that I'm getting back to St. Louis. Y'all, I got a 9 hour drive tomorrow to take the car back and to get back in the truck. Ripley's staying the night with my mom tonight, and then we're just going to get on the road first thing in the morning. But other than that, yeah, that's what's up. And to be able to start, oh, I do got an assistant now, okay? So I'm training my niece, Ashley. Ashley is from Brunswick, Georgia, and she will be doing my applications as they come in. So I will be talking to everybody on the initial part of it. And then what I do with Ashley is Ashley just puts in my applications for me, okay? So she'll be getting the applications, putting in the info, and making sure that everybody reached out to everybody and everybody's in communication to everybody, and we start in orientation. When you start the orientation, make sure you got your bus tickets, all that kind of stuff. And then she's going to answer, because you may have a simple question that I could answer. She's going to what's going to happen is the phone will still ring to me, and if I'm not able to get it, like if I'm loading or unloading or whatever the case may be, it will roll to her and she could take a message for me to give you a call back. But yeah, she's going to be helping me out, and so we can fast pace. We can work at a fast pace, and I'm not missing so many applications. But other than that, that's it, y'all. Peace, love, joy, happiness, and hopefully this will get better. But it's just I can't like turn my neck all the way around, and I was just hoping that it was gonna just go away or something, but it's still here. It started when I first picked up the car. Um, it was worse, but now I can turn my head a little bit, but it still hurts. Other than that, y'all, peace, love, joy, and happiness. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.